Welcome back to my channel. You guys asked and I listened. Most common question that I get asked is, why do I cosplay? Now, for those who have no idea what cosplay is, it is the art of costume play, which means, yes, I'm one of the people who make my own costumes and say, hey, every day is going to be Halloween for me. And that's what I'm going to do with my life. That's not the case. So for me, what it is literally putting my artwork out there for the world to judge and kind of give me their feedback on it, which is completely a horrific idea and can give you nightmares and PTSD and oh my god. I didn't even know that there was such a thing even growing up, and I was nowhere near any area where that type of culture was even remotely entertained. And I keep saying that I lived completely out in the middle of BFE, so the bum of Egypt, out in the middle and nowhere in the Midwest. So it's super hard to even know that anything like this existed. Google was not a thing. We actually still had Encyclopedia Britannicas. Pretty interesting, to say the least. I've always grown up in kind of a nerd culture base. Kind of just like grew up, but never really was in an environment where you could positively express that at school. Like if I went to school and was like, oh, well, I play D&D and I love Star Wars. Yeah, no, I would even have less of a friends, and I already had no friends. So, I mean, maybe the teachers, I have no idea. And it wasn't until that I actually moved out towards California where I actually started designing and actually putting into motion, doing the theme work for the fitness and competitive people. So I was actually making the costumes, the big gigantic wings and that sort of thing. And I didn't know that there was even a thing called Comic-Con because I did not have social media. I think I had a Twitter account with like 12 people on it. Hey, to those 12 people, if you're still following me, I love you guys. And it's those things where I didn't even know, I just started it because I was following some of the comic book companies that I loved, and I was like, oh yeah, this is so cool, like they post stuff and photos, it's amazing. I don't even know. And so I really didn't have social media until about 3 years, not even 3 years ago. Still fairly new, and I don't really put myself out there, so it's kind of like social media is kind of awkward for an already introverted, awkward as it is. I deal with the awkwardness. Found some comic books that I like, actually some paperback trades, don't get me started, and I posted a photo of it on Twitter. That person actually from that comic book company was the marketing director, ended up seeing some of my work on other stuff because I don't know why, and actually reached out and commissioned me to make some costumes for upcoming Kamikaze of that year. I ended up making the costumes, and one of the people didn't show up. I got asked to step in, and wearing this piece, a lot of people were extremely excited about the attention to detail, and started asking me questions at the booth about what I was wearing, how did I make it, what were the pieces of it. And then people, photographers wanted to take photos, and people kept asking, do you have business cards? Do you have business cards? And I'm like, well, this isn't a fitness show. Like, why are people like excited about this? And you see other people walking around in costumes, and it's just super amazing. I remember walking in and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people like the same things I like, and nobody's gonna come jumping out of a bush and like beat me for liking this stuff, or like there's gonna be no more kick me signs smashed on my back, and there's gonna be no more confetti and glue dumped in my hair, so, or like tortured as a kid, even in high school for liking this stuff. So it was like, okay, someone's gonna come out here with a video and it's gonna be like a whole episode of Punk'd. I know it's gonna be. So I was a nervous wreck, and I'm like, why did I give up drinking way before this? Because I could have used a shot or something. So it was just amazing to be able to kind of convey how I built something with people, and they were very intrigued with kind of like my loving art. And I was like, oh my gosh, I bet I can teach more people all the information that I've obtained by doing research and development on these different fabrics, pieces, components, and that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, I can take, I can take these costumes and get people in to see kind of the engineering aspect. And for me, it was like, nerd hard on. I was so excited about being able to do it. So I was like, okay, they want social media accounts. Okay, I gotta get on this social media thing, whatever this is. And I gotta show people this work. That's what they want to see. I gotta start doing tutorials. And it wasn't something that I thought would put me kind of in the path that I kind of do now. So I go to conventions, I do panels. It's super cool that I'm actually starting to do more cosplay tutorials and breakdowns of things for people on my Patreon. And it's amazing to me the amount of people that I met so far, actually. And it's amazing for me of where this has taken me so far. The people that I've interacted with, the cultures that I've been introduced to, the places that I've got to see so far, it's very humbling to know that, one, somebody out there likes my artwork, whether it be the makeup that I did, because God knows I don't look anything fucking like this when I wake up in the morning. Even my dogs run. But it's another thing that people are very intrigued by kind of my designs, my concepts, and my patterns and the process. And it's very fascinating to know that people like that kind of stuff. And, you know, you're going to get criticism along with everything else. And people are like, oh, she's a bunch of tits and then she ain't nothing fucking else. You ain't no shit, okay? You don't know shit. Keep talking smack. Keep talking more. So, but it's very, it's just, I don't know, what's the word? It's very exhilarating. It's very, I'm just mesmerized by the whole thing. And again, it's not something that I make a lot of money off of, and normally what I do make, it goes back into it. So again, I still work separately just to be able to, you know, provide like food and shelter over my head and that sort of thing. So it's completely different. But just the experiences and the people that I've got to meet along the process have made all the late nights, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that go into a lot of these pieces that a lot of people don't get to see, and the process of it. It makes it all worthwhile. It makes it worth every sleepless night. It makes it worth every self-doubt if I'm even doing the right thing, or if anybody's going to give two shits of what I make. To meet people at shows, or to read fan mail, or to read when people send me messages saying that I've made a difference, or they've helped, you know, I've helped them in some process or way create something that's bettered something else in their lives, whether it be their costume or their outlook, their visual, save them money, whatever it is. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's all about taking that knowledge and presenting it and hoping that they take it and they make something better out of it. And then it kind of goes better into the world, and it kind of like pays it forward, I guess is a great way to say it. So for me, it's all about paying it forward, because I feel like I would fail as a human being or a teacher that if they took this information and they weren't able to do anything better with it because I did not present it well. So to me, it's all about, I encourage and I empower people to take my information that I give, my tutorials, my panels and everything, and kind of, you know, like do something with their life and make it better. And hopefully it brightens their day a little bit more. So for those of you wondering why I cosplay, it's because of that. I want to make a difference. And I can make a difference without you guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See ya.